Only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air goes Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Taylor, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
To throw is Daniels. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. A good pickup there at 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A give, running right is Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Cowboy 80. Check. Hurt.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go. 7 Pirates.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
2nd and long. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Dial Odangbo able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Left thing, 19. Ready.
Time to shine, fellas.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Get some points. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Come on, set. Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
19 tight. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must-drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left, Akers.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshone.
And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Daniels. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Daniels.
They got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
3.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Panther Street.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Shot.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Go check. Go check. Go.
Running left, Taylor.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Come on.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Line 'em up, hero!
18, Pioneer. Big Lion.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Let's go now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Viking 18.
Here's Daniels. He'll get this off to Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2. Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's second and 3.
Check that. Check that. Ready? Hurt, hurt. Smash, smash.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
Get it. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
On the handoff, Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Come on, set!
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Commanders,
they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.